Welcome to this video. This is still Chukwusema. So in this video we are going to be learning about computer memory. Now the essence of discussing computer memory is to help you understand the different memory components that are in the computer and also how they work and help in computer processing data. Okay, so what is actually computer memory? Computer memory is simply the part of computer that is used to store data for computer processing and for future referencing. Okay, so there are different memory part of computer. So there are two major types of computer memory. You have the primary memory, always known as the main memory of the computer. Then also we have the secondary memory. So if you plot this in a chart, this is actually like a flow of what computer memory looks like. We have the primary memory, which consists of the random access memory and the ROM. So we talked about the RAM being a volatile memory component. Like the information stored in the RAM are always temporary. For example, the way I'm using this video or my laptop to record this video. So everything I'm doing right now on my screen now is actually stored temporary on this RAM. So if my system shut down, let's say my system shut down unexpectedly, no notice, I did not shut it down, and I have not saved my work, that file is going to lose, it's going to be lost. That is actually the nature of how RAM work. So it's temporary. So there is no instruction in the RAM, but it has a memory capacity that it can help, that it uses to help computer in terms of operation. Then on the other hand, the ROM is non-volatile. Non-volatile means that the instructions have already been coded on the ROM and it cannot be altered, it cannot be changed. So even though the computer shut down, the instruction is still there. An individual cannot access the instruction and go and change it. So that is actually how the ROM works. So the ROM contains more of system instructions or hardwares and some of the instructions on how the hardware component of computer should work. Everything can be stored on the ROM. Okay. Now on the secondary memory aspect, you have the likes of hard disks, SSDs, compact disks, and all that. Now the hard disk is always found inside, and also is always needed for computer to really work. But when you also go to the primary section of memory, you also find some which are more like peripherals. Peripherals in the sense that even without them, the computer can still work. Okay, but they are all classified into secondary storage memory capacity. And one of the major features of secondary memory is that they have the ability to store data that can be referenced in the future. Okay, that means if you're working on your computer now, whenever you go ahead and do the save, which is always recommended, if you are going to be working on any tasks on any computer, it's always recommended that you save constantly. So whenever you do the task of saving a file, that file is going to be transferred, or more like a copy of that file is going to be transferred to your hard disk, whereby if anything happens to your computer anytime, any day, you can still retrieve it, unless the hard disk itself got spoiled. But if the computer shut down unexpectedly, or the computer got damaged or whatever, you can still retrieve the information stored on secondary memory component of the computer system. Okay, so so if you look at it on a diagram, this is like how the these are like how the primary memory looks like. This is how the ROM looks like. Always sits on your motherboard. So if you are in terms of laptop, of course it's going to be very smaller, more compatible and all that. And this is also how the RAM looks like. As we see here, there are different types of RAM depending on the system and the manufacturer and all that. And also there are different types of ROM. But this basically, this is how the picture looks like in case you are looking to have a glimpse of what this component looks like. And also we have the secondary memory component, the hard disks, the compact disks, flash drive, magnetic tape. These and old forms of storage capacity for computer, but there's a time when all these are used to store information in the computer. So this is about computer memory. Just know how to classify them. Okay, we have the primary memory and the secondary memory, and this graphical representation can help you understand them in more details. Okay, so basically that is it about memory components. And that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.